Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine. Quick piss break.
Quick piss break. I'm feeling, mate. Do you know what it is? Like, I would argue when you're bursting for a waz, right? And is this the same for girls? I don't really know. Girls, let us know in the comments down below. But certainly for guys, when you're absolutely bursting and then you finally get to release, oh, bro, is it better than climaxing during sex? Be honest, Chip. I'm being serious. I think it might be. I'm serious.
Yes,
I'm genuinely serious.
It is really good. Like, you might be right there. I actually pretty much pissed myself outside your flat once at like 5 a.m.
What?
I forgot to tell you about
when you
say,
wait, what?
Anyway, so my phone had died, or something, and for some reason I was outside your flat.
What, in this one or the previous flat?
The one that you live in now.
Yeah.
And I was outside yours, and I'd come to yours because I was like, I thought my phone was dead. And maybe I didn't have my key on me or something for some reason, because I don't live far from Cal. I could have just gone home. I've come to yours, and I buzzed your flat, and obviously you're asleep. So I'm like, fuck. I was like, I need a piss. Right now, I need a piss. And I needed a piss so bad that I was just like, where do I go? And as I was running to the piss spot, I could just feel it like trickling down my leg.
I don't like this, bro.
And as I got it out, it was just flying everywhere. I'd found a good place to go piss. It wasn't anywhere bad.
Yeah, down your leg.
Yeah. Anyway, but I will say one thing. It was cold, and afterwards, my leg was not cold.
I see, a bit of central heating.
So if you are ever like out in the cold, the freezing cold, okay, and you don't know what to do, here's what you do. You're pissing yourself.
Okay, so what I wanted to talk about next, Chip, was actually, did you see that Drake was given the award for the Artist of the Decade? Was it the Decade?
Yes, I saw that. He came out with his little son Adonis.
Now, my question to you is, he was given this award in 2021. We're only 1 year into this decade. Are they referring about the last year?
No, it was 2010 to 2020.
Okay, cool. I just think that, they should have given him that award at the end of 2020, but sure.
Yeah, I think...
Maybe COVID.
Has it been done before? Isn't this the first time that someone has ever won that award?
Yeah, potentially. But
they might have just only come up with the idea in 2021 and thought, fuck it, let's do it for them.
All right. Okay.
Well, they're always looking for new ways to monetize.
What do you think? Drake deserving that award, 2010?
Personally, would have gone with Miley Cyrus. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, Drake. I would say Drake, yeah.
Bro, 100%.
100%. I've seen a couple comments being like, oh, Kendrick Lamar and all this stuff, and I was like, you guys are trying to go for the profound lyrics.
Yeah.
No,
they're trying to hit that niche. Like, if you want to look at incredibly technically gifted rappers that are just like so good, then fine, Kendrick. But if you want to talk about someone that created music for everyone that everybody likes, and not only that, but is also just very good music as well, he's hit all the spots.
All the notes,
he's dominated the charts. Like, I mean, dominated the charts.
Being an artist is more than just being able to make the craziest lyrics, the most profound, deep. It's all about constructing a song. Maybe you don't have the best lyrics, but sometimes you do. Whatever, but it's so many different elements making a song, making a hit consistently every fucking few months.
I don't know an artist that has built a brand as influential as Drake's either. So when I say that, I'm talking about if Drake does something, everybody knows about it.
That's true.
And that's an artist. Obviously, you have people like Kim Kardashian, the Kardashians in general. They're not necessarily musicians, though. Yeah. They are known for, like, reality stuff, so it's a little bit different. But Drake, like, he's done his Nike collab, the Nocta stuff as well, so he's influenced the fashion side of things. He's got his OVO brand as well. The guy's got himself an entire fucking jet, and I'm not just talking a private jet. I'm talking
fucking wild.
You know the difference between a jet and a plane? He's got a plane. Bro, it's
like,
crazy.
We're talking like a Boeing.
Have you seen
Donnie's
it?
rocked up with a Boeing. I've seen the design on it, but I've not seen can't remember.
Bro,
how
it's a
big of a
Boeing.
plane.
It's a Boeing. It's an Air Force One.
Really?
Like, it's mad.
Well, like a crepe.
Nah, like the president's whip.
Is that what it's called?
Air Force One. Air Force One, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called that. Yeah. And on it, he had Virgil Abloh, Off-White, and now Louis V, creative director. He had him design the plane.
We should get Virgil to design our next podcast set.
Oh my days, bro! You're talking the maddest.
Because that would. How much do you reckon he would charge us?
Nah, he's got to do it for free, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you do this as like a thank you.
Virgil, if you're watching, we accept your thank you, and
we would love you to
design the next podcast set.
Do you know what? We should actually get an artist to design it. Look, if you are like, but I want it to be a well-known like a collab.
The next podcast set, people are going to be sad because it's always one of those things where the original, they'll always be like, oh, the original is better, but we'll try our best to stick to the roots of the bar style, but it's going to be blown up. It could be something different, but it's going to,
who knows?
Yeah, we don't know.
Exciting.
It's going to be sick. We promise you. We'll put the fucking investment in. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
You know, we did a good job with both sets. You don't doubt us, do you?
Don't doubt Chippo Crimes.
Yeah,
he's gonna come through. Bro,
that
you raise a good point. It would actually be sick to collaborate with a well-known artist.
It really
on
would.
something.
It really would.
Okay, so we've got that. But sorry. Back to the point about Drake being given the artist of the decade. Who would you say has come close to that?
Wow, I don't know. Probably someone like, not even talking like rapper star. If we're talking like. Yeah, because it's artists. It could be anyone. We could be talking like even someone like fucking Taylor Swift. And I don't.
Oh my god!
And I don't even like. I'll be honest. Taylor Swift's music. It's not for me.
It's not.
But we're talking like it could be someone like that. It doesn't have to be a rapper, does it?
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting? I think Taylor Swift, like, she has got tunes. She's got good songs. But again, it doesn't translate to a certain audience. Where I still feel like Drake just hits.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I feel like someone who's following a similar Drake path is like Travis Scott. His trainers, like everything, you know. Donny's got McDonald's. Was it McDonald's?
The McDonald's collab.
Like this, like he's really,
sick.
you know. So everything about what he does is really popular within, like, you know, the young. Like if you go on Fortnite Twitter, it's just constant. Like the fucking Fortnite skin, Travis Scott. It's one of the most popular skins in the game.
Really.
It's just mental. Like he has like a grasp on like all teenagers. Like
he smashed it for sure. I think, but I'm trying to think in terms of, would I say, what about someone like Ariana Grande?
That is more like, to me, I see her as more like an entertainer / artist. Like, and I think that's just because of remember
she's
her
a musician.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just remember her mainly from the, you know, was it Nickelodeon that she was mainly on back in the day. She was on this one called Is it Victorious?
The Waverly Place? No, I'm not waffling.
Was it
what
Victorious?
Was it?
Yeah, and
Victorious.
what's the main woman, girl from Victorious called? She's Victoria Justice. Yeah, and she was in that. She had like red hair. She was like, there's not the main character, but like maybe like the second character.
So that's where you know her from?
And that's where I used to watch it all the time because my little sister used to love it. Or someone used to watch it in my house.
You just you liked it. It's all right.
Someone used to watch it in my household, and it definitely wasn't me. It was. That's where I first saw her, and then when I saw her blowing up, I was like, "Fuck, what the fuck is going on here?" And Victoria Justice didn't go on to blow up as much as she did, but she was the main character.
I wonder who else is in that conversation
for artists of the decade. Yeah. I guess maybe you could. I don't really.
What about like Beyonce?
I don't listen too much of Ariana Grande's
Beyonce,
music.
I think, was maybe just before that, not this decade.
That might be the decade before, if we're honest.
I'm really bad with dates. That's the problem.
What you got?
Who else we got?
You got anyone for us? Artists of the decade.
Who?
That was like the decade before as well.
Rihanna was the decade before. No. By the way, Rihanna is one of the most unbelievable artists of all time.
Yes, absolutely. One of my favorite songs, "Shut Up and Drive."
Oh, Shut Up and Drive.
That one hits different, man.
Did you know there was a stat actually that for, I think, okay, so I'm gonna fuck the stat up because I'm literally, but I know it's something like this, so take this with a pinch of salt. But it was something like for 8 years straight, she dropped an album, toured, dropped an album, toured, dropped it. Like the consistency
man,
was
crazy. That's
crazy, like nuts. And it was, and this was the point where she was absolutely caking it. And I don't know what the dates on all that stuff were, but but that's the thing. Like if you were smashing it from 2005 to 2015, you can't really be artist of the decade because they're doing them from like 2010 to 2020. You know,
Brian, if you're watching, by the way, you can come on this pod, no problem.
Yeah, 100%. We'll have you on. We'll make some space for you. We obviously got a busy schedule, a lot of important people that want to come on, but we can definitely try and move things around and get you on.
We can fit you in. Maybe.
We can fit you in. But yeah, anyways, you know, maybe in the comments, guys, let me know who would have been your artist of the decade. I'm really interested.
I think I'm agree with what they've gone with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally, I think it's Drake, anyways, for sure. So, but I'd love to hear. There's definitely other shouts out there.
They should do an actor of the decade as well.
There's gonna be some Donny that puts like Polo G or like 6ix9ine or some shit.
Do like Polo G, to be fair.
Yeah, Polo G slaps.
Yeah.
But I just mean like, come on, this is a different age.
This is like 2 years in.
Yeah.